Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 25-year-old Westmoreland man charged with murder. 25-year-old Ailey Russell of Pee Wee Lane, Westmoreland, has been charged with the murder of 24-year-old Nadia Dyer, who went missing with her 4-year-old daughter on June 5, 2017. Reports are that relatives reported Dyer and her 4-year-old daughter missing, and an investigation commenced. The police then proceeded to the house of Dyer, where her decomposed body was found with multiple stab wounds. The murder is believed to have committed between April 23 and June 2, 2017. On April 23, 2017, Russell traveled to the United States, where he was arrested for a crime he committed there, the police stated. He was deported to Jamaica on July 29, 2021, and on August 1, 2021, a warrant was executed on him. He was subsequently charged for the offenses. Armed men rob constable of firearm cash. Police officers from the St. Catherine South Division are currently trying to locate two men who robbed a constable in a section of Portmore in the parish on Sunday afternoon. The lawman, who was assigned to the Cape Manus police station, was fleeced of his licensed firearm containing 17 rounds and $25,000 in cash. Police reports are that about 3:20 p.m., the 54-year-old, after leaving his farm where he had gone to check on his animals, stopped along a section of Grange Lane to correct a mechanical issue which his vehicle had developed. While the policeman made checks, armed men approached him from behind and instructed him to lay face down on the ground. The constable received minor injuries as he was kicked in the lower part of his body by one of the men. Both men escaped on foot after the attack. Longtime community leader killed in Nannyville. Nannyville Gardens in St. Andrew is tense following the murder of a man who is said to have been the community leader for decades. Investigators are now piecing together possible evidence and information to learn a clear motive behind the killing of 61-year-old Errol Drama Lawrence. He was gunned down in the community about 8:42 p.m. on Saturday, according to the police. However, the residents reported that on Sunday that it was a movie-like atmosphere at the moment of the attack on Lawrence. The residents say there could have been other injuries or even deaths as more shooting unfolded while the gunmen were making their escape. Them vehicle faced an exit, but they couldn't go that way because few vehicles looked up during the incident. They came up Blue Mountain Drive and made them get away. Them fire in the direction of the crowd and people of Rona hide behind car as saw them escape, a resident reported. Lawrence was killed along Mandingo Path. The vehicle went around to his house and obviously he wasn't there. It looked like it's three of them, the driver and two more. The two come through a little lane and come up to the pathway, them facing him and him a come back down and them buck. It's there him drop, a resident reported. The residents say the incident took them by surprise. Yes, it was surprising, because for the longest while, nothing like that never happened inside here, a resident said. Reporters understand that it was not the first in recent times that attempts were made on the life of Lawrence. It is clear that on March 25th, another fatal shooting occurred along Mountain View Avenue, during which a man was traveling in a motor car with the now deceased Lawrence, was killed after the vehicle was shot up by the men traveling in another vehicle. The residents are saying that the area is tense because the killing may be linked to an internal ongoing feud. Based on the tension right now, you no see nobody a move around. If you go certain section of the community, you might see people hang out, but the place is still tense, a resident said. Reports from the police are that Lawrence was sitting along the roadway when explosions were heard. When the gunfire subsided and checks were made, he was found suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his chest. The police say investigations into the murder are ongoing. Man murdered in Yorktown, Clarendon. A brazen daylight shooting that left one man dead on Sunday in Yorktown, Clarendon has ignited calls by the council for the Yorktown Division, Uphill Purcell, for a plan of action to address the crime in the community. The deceased has been identified as 48-year-old farmer O'Neill McLean, otherwise called Hunter. It is reported that about 11:15 a.m., McLean and a friend were of the deceased man's farm in Yorktown when they were pounced upon by masked gunmen who opened fire, hitting McLean several times. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The friend reportedly escaped unhurt. Purcell described the murder as disturbing. On a day called Emancipation Day, a day when our forefathers fought for us to be free, it is heartrending and disturbing to know that persons can go and shoot someone who is just trying to make a living. He was on his farm looking after his animals, and gunmen just pounced upon him and shot him and killed him. He reported that crime has been plaguing the community for years, and residents have been calling for the matter to be addressed. The Yorktown that we are hoping to come back to is getting worse and worse. Crime is plaguing the community, and the citizens are sick and tired of it. Children are hurting because some of them are going without a mother or a father just because of the power of the gun he bemoaned. The councillor posits that increased police presence and a gun recovery strategy might be effective in bringing peace to troubled communities. The only way to curb the violence is to get rid of the guns. The gunmen have the guns, and you catch them and lock them up 10 million times, and their gun is still out there and still doing harm, stated Purcell. Investigation into yesterday's killing by the police is ongoing. As at July 29, Clarendon recorded 56 murders and 37 shootings. Trelawney man allegedly chops Anona in dispute. 23-year-old Michael Robinson, otherwise called Burger of Friendship District, Wakefield in Trelawney, was charged with wounding with intent after he allegedly chopped a man and his hand on Tuesday, July 27. The police said Robinson and a man had a dispute in his community, during which he used a machete to chop the complainant on his right hand. The police were alerted, and the man was taken to hospital, where he was admitted in stable condition. The incident happened about 2:15 p.m. Robinson later turned himself into the police, where he was subsequently charged for the offense. 191 new COVID-19 cases, 4 more deaths. Jamaica's COVID-19 death toll on Sunday reached the 1,200 mark, following the confirmation of 4 additional deaths. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the 4 deaths include 2 persons from Westmoreland, an 84-year-old male and a 54-year-old woman, as well as a 73-year-old male from Hanover and an 83-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew. The country also recorded 191 new cases, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 53,428. Of the newly reported cases, there were 104 females and 87 males with ages ranging from 3 months to 84 years. The cases were recorded in Westmoreland 45, St. James 39, Kingston and St. Andrew 31, St. Anne 16, Manchester 15, Hanover 12, St. Mary 10, Trelawney 6, St. Thomas, Clarendon and St. Catherine 5 each, and Portland 2. The country also recorded 39 recoveries, bringing the number of recoveries to 47,040. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.